Hi guys, this is the second question of weekly contest 506. In this question, we have given an array nums. Now, frequency balance of subarray of given array nums is defined as if the subarray contains only one distinct value, it is frequency balanced. That is, in example 2, you can see all the element contains single element. Single distinct element means all the element are 5. So you can consider this whole array as frequency balanced. Also in example 1, if you take this part where we have only same element, that is 333, then this array will be considered as balanced. So if you take an a subarray and this subarray contains only single distinct element, means all the element are same, then that subarray is balanced. Otherwise, if the element contain more than one type of value, more than one type of element, so we will count their frequency. And in that case, we should have only two distinct frequency. For example, if I take subarray which is considered like 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. Now here are three distinct frequency. Frequency of 1 is 1, frequency of 2 is 2, and frequency of 3 is 3. So we have three distinct frequency 1, 2 or 3. But if we add one more 2, then count of 1 is 1, count of 2 is 3, and count of 3 is 3. Now we have only two distinct frequencies, 1 and 3 only. There is no other distinct frequency. So if the number of distinct frequency is 2 and the value of larger frequency is 2 times of smaller frequency. In this example, the value of larger frequency is 3 and the smaller frequency is 1. Now 3 is not twice of 1. So this is not a balanced array. But if I add one more 1, then okay. If I remove 1, 2 and 1, 3, then count of 2 is 2 and count of 3 is 2. So now it is a balanced subarray because the larger frequency is twice of smaller frequency, which is 1. 2 is 2 times of 1. So this is balanced. Now we have to found the longest frequency balanced subarray. We have to found the longest length of this subarray. So how we are going to solve this question? For this, we have to maintain three variables. We need frequency. We need the frequency of each number. We need frequency count. We need the count of each frequency. For in this example, the count of frequency 1 is 1 and the count of frequency 2 is 2. And we have one set for distinct frequency. So we will, as I said, we need only two distinct frequency. So I will use a set which is distinct frequency to store how many frequency we have currently. Okay, and okay, yeah. Now a subarray is valid, as I said, when two of the condition will meet. Any two of the condition, any one of the condition is met out of two. So how we are going to solve this problem? So for each subarray, what we are going to do? First, we will fix the start index. So in this example, we will fix our start index is 2. It is index. So we will start this point and we will change the AND index. So we will start with AND equal to 2, means we have taken just 2. Now here it is contain only single element 2, so it is a balance, it is balanced, and the count of 2 is 1, so length is 1. Length of our answer at currently is 1. Now we will increase it and will become equal to 3. So we have taken 2 and 1. Count of 2 is 1. Frequency of 1 is 1. So number of distinct frequency is 1. But we have more than one distinct element. So it is not a valid subarray. So length will be, length of our answer will be 1. Okay, I will write max length. Now we will change again index 4. So it is from 2, 1, 2. So now count of 2 or frequency of 2 is 2. Frequency of is 1, 1. So now distinct frequency are 2 and 1. So it is valid? Yes, it's valid. Because number of distinct frequency is only 2, which is 1 and 2. And 2, which is the larger element, is twice of 1. So it is a valid subarray frequency. So our maximum length is now 3, because we are starting to end. Now again we have update the end. Now it goes to 3. So now we have 2, 1, 2, 3. So again, now the count frequency of 2 is 2, frequency of 1 is 1, frequency of 3 is 1. Again, number of distinct frequency we have 2 and 1 only, which is again valid, and maximum length now will be updated to 4. Now we will take 2, 1, 2, 3, 3. We have again updated our end. Frequency of 2, 2, frequency of 1, 1, frequency of 3, 2. Number of distinct frequency 1 and 2, they are only two distinct frequency. So it is valid? Yes, it's valid. So maximum length will again updated to 5. Now we will reach end 2, 1, 2, 3, 3. So frequency of 2, 2, frequency of 1, 1, frequency of 3, 3. Now number of distinct frequency is more than 2. It's not 2, 1, 2 and 3. So it is not a valid subarray. So maximum length will not be updated, it will remain 5. So our final answer will be 5. So what we are going to do? For each iteration, we are going to fix our starting point and we will update our end point. So now we are going to code our solution. So int n is equal to num.size into max length, where we are store our answer of 4 into start equal to 0, start is less than n, start plus plus. We are, for each iteration we are going to fix our start point. Now for each subarray, what we are going to store, we are going to store frequency, which will be in map, unordered map, which is the frequency of each number. We are going to store the frequency count, how many times each frequency has come. Now you can see now it's a dot length is 1e3. So we can use a vector. So because frequency of any number cannot be more than n, we are going to use n number and frequency count. Frequency count n plus 1, initialize with 0. And we are going to use set for store distant frequency. Unordered set distant frequency. Now for each subarray we are going to store these 3 elements. We need one more variable to store if current element current subarray has more than one distinct element, so has different element equal to 0. So we will start with AND. We will move our AND from the index star to n minus 1. So n equal to star, and is less than n and plus plus. So we are moving our AND index. So if the current element is not equal to the starting element, so in the current subarray we have more than one distinct element. Now what we are going to do in old frequency, we have to update the frequency of current element. So first we will take our old frequency. So old frequency of the current element before we update, and now we have to remove the old frequency from the frequency count, because frequency count is the count of frequencies of current subarray. So now as we have added new element, we have to remove its old frequency, or when we remove when old frequency is greater than 0. So if old frequency is greater than 0, we have to remove frequency count of old frequency, and if frequency count of old frequency goes to 0, that is no more frequency, then we will remove it from distant frequencies, because this frequency doesn't exist anymore. Okay, now what we are going to update our frequency. So frequency of current element will be updated, and now we will run with new frequency. So frequency count of new frequency will be increased, and new frequency will be added in distant frequencies. Dot insert, and we will add our new frequency. Now if, as I said, if the element contains only one distinct value, then it is already balanced. So if the element already contain one distinct value, has different element means contain more than one distinct element. Now we have added not, so it should contain only one element, one distinct element. So it will consider our length, which is considered for our answer. So maximum length equal to max length, and the size of current subarray, which is n minus start plus 1, because it is from index start to index n. As otherwise the frequency, number of distinct frequency should be 2, as if distinct frequency dot size equal to 2, and the value of higher frequency, the value of the count, the higher count of frequency should be 2 times of smaller count. So now distant frequency contain 2 elements. So we are going to first fetch both the elements. We are going to store it in IT distant frequency dot begin. Into first element equal to star IT. We will move to next, and second element equal to star IT. Now since it is unordered set, so in unordered set it is not a fix that first element will be smaller or the second element will be smaller. So that's why we need to first fetch the element, then we are going to find which is smaller, and small frequency equal to minimum of first element comma second element, and large frequency equal to max of first element comma second element. So now we have the smaller frequency and large frequency. Now we need to just check if large frequency is 2 times of small frequency or not. If it's yes, then this subarray will be considered balanced and it will contribute to our answer. So, and in the end we will return our answer max length. We will run the test case. Okay, what is that? Okay, sorry, forget to add data type. Okay, test case are passed. We will submit it. And yes, our answer is submitted. Please let me know if you have understand the solution or not. Comment any doubt and tell if you have better solution for this. Thanks to see the video till end.